Hey guys and gals, Jason Barton here with today's Real Estate Investing's 2-Minute Tips. Today we're going to be talking about the Good Old Boys Brothers Babes Group. No, not that one. The one that is involved with buying properties on the courthouse steps that are in foreclosure. If you're seriously interested in buying properties on the courthouse steps, you're going to want to get to know the Good Old Boys Brothers Babes Group and become a part of that group. Why? Because they're the ones, they have a little bit of an in route there. Let me explain this to you, how this works. The Good Old Boys Brothers Babes Group is what I've so cunningly termed them, is a group of investors in my area. There's about 8 to 10 of them that are there every day. Their job is to solely buy properties from this auction. That's what they do. They're buying, usually paying all cash. Now, the reason you're going to want to get to know these guys is because you'll notice too when you start to show up and go frequently to the foreclosure auctions that typically on a weekly basis there's a lot of properties, a lot of really good properties that come up. And you'll notice that after a while, you'll start to see that there are patterns with the Good Old Boys Brothers Babes Group. They don't each try to buy all the good properties and bid against each other. What they'll do is they kind of have a little code kind of worked out where they'll pick properties, and there's some sense to it all. There's obviously reasoning. They don't just guess at who's going to take this property, who's going to take that property, but they know that they're not going to get all the properties, and it's not going to make any sense for them to bid against each other and raise the auction price on the specific properties. So what they'll do is they'll kind of target properties, and if Joe investor number 1 wants this property or needs this property for a seller or for a buyer, they'll let him have that one because they know their turn is coming up on property number 2. So there's kind of a pecking order that they have. So you're definitely going to want to get in touch with these investors and get to know them. How are you going to get to know them? Typical networking. Dinner, lunch, when you're at these auctions, which if you're going to do this seriously, you're going to want to be there on a daily basis. Again, going to dinner with them. I recommend any other deals that are coming in for your marketing that you don't want or that you don't know how to deal with, send it to them. Who knows if they want it or not? It doesn't matter, because getting in with the Good Old Boys Brothers Babes Group is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time, and you're going to have to kiss a lot of patootie to make it happen. But once you do, once you get in and are familiar with that group, you'll be able to buy 1 out of every 5 or 6 or 8 super cool deals that come along, instead of watching and fighting against that group and having them bid against you, raising the prices to where you either get less equity when you purchase or you don't even get the property at all. So when you go to the auction, look for the group of investors that all kind of hang out by themselves. They're all going to be in an area, they're all going to be talking to each other, and they're going to be there every day. Those are the guys you're going to want to get to know. Befriend them, pick them out, network with them, and it's going to get you going in the right direction when it comes to buying properties at the foreclosure auction on the courthouse steps. All right, that's today's 2-Minute Tips. I'm Jason Barton. If you have any questions, email me, and also make sure you sign up for my newsletter and my free pre-foreclosure tools at this address right here. Thanks a lot.